Okay, well, if you stick with me here, I want to take maybe a step towards the operational activities of Medigi. And I know you don't, Medigi's not a middleman. You're not buying product, you're not reselling product. You're really operating as a digital conduit to help improve the flow of goods through the supply chain. When you think about that order processing activity, could you talk us through kind of, or I guess, order processing and order fulfillment?
Yes.
When you think about that, can you walk us through kind of that distribution model and what elements of data are most important for Medigi, and how do you manage that flow of
I,
information?
I'd be happy to, Henry. And then to the first point, though, often people hear about us and they roll their eyes and like, great, just what we need is another intermediary, another middleman. And I do take issue to the connotation of middleman, because that implies that you're buying at X and selling at Y. And again, we are tech enablement for pharma. So at the end of the day, and I think it really defines itself when you understand the ordering process, it starts with the manufacturer, right? They are contracted with Medigi and they have their own portal where they see their own portfolios, right? And they can manage what's listed. They have control of the price downstream. Think of how important that is in the climate that we're in now. The tariffs just passed. What am I going to do? Just take the COGS, the additional COGS as a manufacturer, and again, be the victim here? Or you know what? I might have to make some adjustments. If there's abundance, I might have to taper the price down. If there's scarcity, I might have to taper it up. So each manufacturer really gets the benefit of their own portal. They're in the driver's seat of their own products. And we serve as the limited billing agent and the tech host, right? So at the end of the day, that's really what we do for them. And so the product starts with their authorized users listing availability in stock. They can price it by shelf life. They can enable it for bid, where they're inviting pharmacy buyers to actually make a bid with a volume discount. They can schedule orders, and they really have it all at their fingertips. And so whenever that product is discovered by a healthcare provider, a pharmacy, procurement professional, they can find 5 products from 5 different manufacturers and check out in one shopping cart and one consolidated invoice. And so that product will ship directly from the manufacturer's warehouse, or perhaps their 3PL, but it's in the title of the manufacturer most often, right? Medigi is 100% virtual. We never touch or possess the product. But when that product ships to maybe an academic university, the ship to and sold to party would equal that academic university. We are the bill to party in the arrangement. So that's kind of the mechanics of how the product makes it there. It goes directly from point A, the manufacturer warehouse, to point B, the academic medical center that's ordering it. Now, we do have parent-child relationships on Medigi, right? That's part of the sophistication of the build. Our architect engineer is a eBay, PayPal alum, and he made sure that, hey, let's build this the right way for enterprise sales. And we know that these are large health systems that could have 20, 30, 50 different locations. So you can drop down. It is designed for these large systems where they can drop down by site of care where they want to buy from. Because if it's a cold chain product, it'll have to go directly to that site of care actually dispensing the product. Or if it's a C2, much the same. But most of the healthcare systems are kind of deploying a centralized model, which really works well with a marketplace like this, because they can leverage the volume. Maybe they're able to buy a whole pallet from a manufacturer and lean in and get an even more attractive price. So that's how the product makes it through the supply chain there. It is really direct from manufacturer to that ordering site of care. We track it along the way by shipping carrier technology. So the moment it arrives, Henry, if you're ordering the product at this academic medical center, you'll see that on Friday the 4th, this product arrived at 2:30 in the afternoon. And so you're notified via email, the portal notifies you. And again, you're in lockstep and in tune with that very order. And we handle all the customer service and care that goes along with it. Your AP department receives the invoice. Medigi collects payment in full, and then we'll disperse that out to the respective manufacturers. So in summary, that's kind of how that end-to-end order process works.